Excerpts taken from Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, Chapter 14, An Experience in Cosmic Consciousness. MUKUNDA'S out-of-body ego-death experience, the cosmic vision. "Let us go to the kitchen and find something to eat," Sri Yukteswar said. His manner was as casual as though hours and days had not separated us. "Master, I must have disappointed you by my abrupt departure from my duties here. I thought you might be angry with me." "No, of course not. Wrath only springs from thwarted desires. I do not expect anything from others, so their actions cannot be in opposition to wishes of mine. I would not use you for my own ends. I am happy only in your own true happiness." "Sir, one hears of divine love in a vague way, but today I am indeed having a concrete example of it from your angelic self." We looked into each other's eyes, where tears were shining. A blissful wave engulfed me. I was conscious that the Lord, in the form of my Guru, was expanding the limited ardors of my heart to vast reaches of cosmic love. A few mornings later, I made my way to Master's empty sitting room. I planned to meditate, but my laudable purpose was unshared by my disobedient thoughts. They scattered like birds before the hunter. "Mukunda!" Sri Yukteswar's voice sounded from a distant balcony. I felt as rebellious as my thoughts. Master always urges me to meditate. He should not disturb me when he knows why I came into this room. He summoned me again, and a third time. This time his third tone held rebuke. "Sir, I am meditating," I shouted protestingly. "I know how you are meditating," my Guru called out, "with your mind disturbed like leaves in a storm. Come here to me." Thwarted and exposed, I made my way sadly to his side. "Poor boy, mountains cannot give you what you want." Master spoke caressingly, comfortingly. His calm gaze was unfathomable. "Your heart's desire shall be fulfilled." Sri Yukteswar seldom indulged in riddles. I was bewildered. He struck gently on my chest above my heart. My body became immovably rooted. Breath was drawn out of my lungs as if by some huge magnet. Soul and mind instantly lost their physical bondage and streamed out in a fluid, piercing light from my every pore. The flesh was as though dead, yet in my intense awareness I knew that never before had I been fully alive. My sense of identity was no longer narrowly confined to a body, but embraced the circumambient atoms. People on distant streets seemed to be moving gently over my own remote periphery. The roots of plants and trees appeared through a dim transparency of the soil. I discerned the inward flow of their sap. The whole vicinity lay before me. My ordinary frontal vision was now changed to a vast spherical sight, simultaneously all-perceptive. All objects within my panoramic gaze trembled and vibrated like quick motion pictures. My body, Master's, the pillared courtyard, the furniture and the floor, the trees and sunshine occasionally became violently agitated until all melted into a luminescent sea, even as sugar crystals thrown into a glass of water dissolve after being shaken. The unifying light alternated with materializations of form. These metamorphoses resonated with and revealed the subtle laws of cause and effect in creation. An oceanic joy broke upon calm, endless shores of my soul. The Spirit of God, I realized, is exhaustless bliss. His body is countless tissues of light. A swelling glory within me began to envelope towns, continents, the earth, solar and stellar systems, tenuous nebulae, and floating universes. The entire cosmos, gently luminous like a city seen afar at night, glimmered within the infinitude of my being. The dazzling light beyond the sharply edged global outlines faded slightly at the farthest edges. There I saw a mellow radiance, ever undiminished. It was indescribably subtle. The planetary pictures were formed of a grosser light. Light equals the essence of creation. The divine dispersion of rays poured from an eternal source, blazing into galaxies, transfigured with ineffable auras. Again and again I saw the creative beams condense into constellations, then resolve into sheets of transparent flame. By rhythmic reversion, sextillion worlds passed into diaphanous luster. Fire became firmament. Irradiating splendor issued from my nucleus to every part of the universal structure. Blissful Amrita, the nectar of immortality, pulsed through me with a quicksilver-like fluidity. The creative voice of God I heard resounding as Aum, the vibration of the cosmic motor. Note from the Bible, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. Suddenly the breath returned to my lungs. With disappointment almost unbearable, I realized that my infinite immensity was lost. Once more I was limited to the humiliating cage of a body, not easily accommodative to the spirit. Like a prodigal child, I had run away from my macrocosmic home and imprisoned myself in a narrow microcosm. My master held me upright and said quietly, "You must not get overdrunk with ecstasy. Much work yet remains for you in the world. Come, let us sweep the balcony floor, then we shall walk by the Ganges." The secret of balanced living. The soul must stretch over the cosmogonic abysses while the body performs its daily duties. I fetched a broom. Master, I knew, was teaching me the secret of balanced living. The soul must stretch over the cosmogonic abysses while the body performs its daily duties. When we set out later for a stroll, I was still entranced in unspeakable rapture. I saw our bodies as two astral pictures moving over a road by the river whose essence was sheer light. It is the Spirit of God that actively sustains every form and force in the universe. Yet he is transcendental and aloof in the blissful, uncreated void beyond the worlds of vibratory phenomena. Master said, see side note at the end, those who attain self-realization on earth live a similar twofold existence. Conscientiously performing their work in the world, they are yet immersed in an inward beatitude. By daily stilling my thoughts, I could win release from my delusion of being a solely material being. The cosmic vision left many permanent lessons. By daily stilling my thoughts, I could win release from the delusive conviction that my body was a mass of flesh and bones, traversing the hard soil of matter. The breath and the restless mind, I saw, were like storms that lashed the ocean of light into waves of material forms. Earth, sky, human beings, animals, birds, trees. No perception of the infinite as one light could be had except by calming those storms. As often as I quieted the two natural tumults, I beheld the multitudinous waves of creation melt into one lucent sea, even as the waves of the ocean, their tempests subsiding, serenely dissolve into unity. I wrote in my later years the following poem, Samadhi, endeavoring to convey the glory of its cosmic state. Samadhi by Paramahansa Yogananda. Vanished the veils of light and shade, lifted every vapor of sorrow, sailed away all dawns of fleeting glory, gone this dim sensory mirage. Love, hate, health, disease, life, death, perished these false shadows on the screen of duality. Waves of laughter, cilias of sarcasm, melancholic whirlpools melting in the vast sea of bliss. The storm of Maya stilled by magic wand of intuition deep. The universe, forgotten dream, subconsciously lurks, ready to invade my newly wakened memory divine. I live without the cosmic shadow, but it is not bereft of me, as the sea exists without the waves, but they breathe not without the sea. Dreams, wakings, states of deep turiya sleep, present, past, future, no more for me, but ever-present, all-flowing I everywhere. Planets, stars, stardust, earth, volcanic bursts of doomsday cataclysms, creation's molding furnace, glaciers of silent X-rays, burning electron floods, thoughts of all men, past, present, to come, every blade of grass, myself, mankind, every particle of universal dust, anger, greed, good, bad, salvation, lust, I swallowed, transmuted all into a vast ocean of blood of my own one being. Smoldering joy, oft-puffed by meditation, blinding my tearful eyes, burst into immortal flames of bliss, consumed by my tears, my frame, my all. Thou art I am thou, knowing, knower, known as one. Tranquilled, unbroken thrill, eternally living, ever new peace. Enjoyable beyond imagination of expectancy, samadhi, bliss. Not an unconscious state or mental chloroform without willful return. Samadhi but extends my conscious realm beyond limits of the mortal frame, to farthest boundary of eternity where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. The sparrow, each grain of sand, fall not without my sight. All space floats like an iceberg in my mental sea. Colossal container, I of all things made. By deeper, longer, thirsty, guru-given meditation comes this celestial samadhi. Mobile murmurs of atoms are heard, the dark earth, mountains, vales, lo, molten liquid, flowing seas change into vapors of nebulae. Aum blows upon vapors, wondrously opening their veils. Oceans stand revealed, shining electrons, till at the last sound of the cosmic drum, Aum, vanish the grosser lights into eternal rays of all-pervading bliss. From joy I came, for joy I live, in sacred joy I melt. Ocean of mind, I drink all creation's waves. Four veils of solid, liquid, vapor, light, lift aright. I in everything enter the great myself. Gone forever, fitful, flickering shadows of mortal memory. Spotless is my mental sky, below, ahead, and high above. Eternity and I, one united ray, a tiny bubble of laughter. I am become the sea of mirth itself. Only adequate enlargement of consciousness by yoga practice and devotional bhakti can prepare one to absorb the liberating shock of omnipresence. One day, however, I took a problem to master. I want to know, sir, when shall I find God? Well, you have found him. Oh, no, sir, I don't think so. My guru was smiling. And a side note, Paramahansa denotes the threefold nature of God as Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Sat, Tat, Aum in the Hindu scriptures. God the Father is the absolute, unmanifested, existing beyond vibratory creation. God the Son is the Christ consciousness, Brahma, Krishna, or Kutastha Chaitanya, existing within vibratory creation. God created all things by Jesus Christ, Ephesians 3:9. This Christ consciousness is the only begotten, or sole reflection of the uncreated infinite. Its outward manifestation, or witness, is Aum, or Holy Ghost, the divine, creative, invisible power which structures all creation through vibration. Aum, the blissful comforter, is heard in meditation and reveals to the devotee the ultimate truth. Ever new joy is God. He is inexhaustible. As you continue your meditations during the years, he will beguile you with an infinite ingenuity. Devotees like yourself who have found the way to God never dream of exchanging him for any other happiness. He is seductive beyond thought of competition. How quickly we weary of earthly pleasures, Master said. Desire for material things is endless. Man is never satisfied completely and pursues one goal after the other. The something else he seeks is the Lord, who alone can grant lasting joy. Outward longings drive us from the Eden within. They offer false pleasures which only impersonate soul happiness. The lost paradise is quickly regained through divine meditation. As God is unanticipatory ever newness, we never tire of him. Can we be surfeited with bliss, delightfully varied throughout eternity? I understand now, sir, why saints call the Lord unfathomable, I said. Even everlasting life could not suffice to appraise him. That is true, but he is also near and dear. After the wind has been cleared by Kriya Yoga of sensory obstacles, meditation furnishes a twofold proof of God. Ever new joy is evidence of his existence, convincing to our very atoms. Also, in meditation, one finds his instant guidance, his adequate response to every difficulty. Human life is beset with sorrow until we know how to tune in with the divine will, whose right course is often baffling to the egoistic intelligence, Master said. God alone can give unerring counsel. Who but he bears the burden of the cosmos? O Ganesh,